Okay guys, Daniel here, residual.ae, and a few weeks ago we shared a video with the team at F37 on Palm Jumeirah, which is where we stood right now. So we're sort of 2-3 weeks in. To give you a bit of an update now, we've locked in the initial floor plans. We've got the minor works permits from the keel, and the guys have started the light, I say light, but they've started the demolition, and within 2.5 weeks, including Eid, this is what they've done. So let's go and have a little look at what they've done inside. It's a little bit warm today, hence the attire. And we've got some AC on in here, so this is good. So you can see already, in the first couple of weeks, they've actually got a lot of the demolition done, the minor works done, if you like. So things like ceilings, floors, tiles, kitchens, bathrooms have all been removed. And what will happen next is we'll get the full set of drawings submitted to Nikhil, and then we'll be able to do the major work permit and be able to sort of take out the structural stuff as well. So I'll just give you a bit of a tour. We're going to go upstairs first of all, and then I'll take you downstairs. So this is the family area currently, and you can see the wonderful view outside at the back of the property. One of the key components here is to make sure that we really maximize the use of space in the master bedroom, which is where I'm going to take you now. So ultimately, we get to this stage around here. This is where the new master bedroom is going to start. We're going to remove all of this. The DV's being relocated. There's going to be a huge his and hers bathroom, his and hers walk-in wardrobes, and then lots of glass showing off this fantastic view. Luckily, in this particular property, we've still got that AC on, but obviously as we go through to July, August, and the majority of September, the temperatures get to a ridiculous heat. So everyone that's working here, we just have to make sure that obviously they're given enough time and they have the breaks in the afternoon. But we really are, we take our hats off to all of the workers that are working in these extreme temperatures, and we try to look after them on a weekly basis. On a Friday particularly, we'll bring them some snacks and lots of water and ice creams and things like that to keep them happy and keep them working hard. But this is where the walk-in wardrobes are going to be. We're going to make this space, there's going to be 2 entrances for her and for him. Obviously she's going to have the much bigger space with safety deposit boxes to put the watches and jewelry, and in the middle here, so it's a bit in the middle here there'll be like a statement bathtub and have their own his and hers vanities, so there'll be no arguing when it's time to go to bed and get washed up. So this is a real key statement on the Palm. This entire side of the property is its own wing, and that is all for the master bedroom. So let's see what that looks like in a few months' time. We can see already they've stripped out the ceilings, and you can see the difference in the height. Obviously years ago when these were built, there was a little bit of a different mindset in terms of the design and style. Here, the staircase and the elevator shaft, is actually an elevator shaft already behind this wall, which we're going to expose. The staircase is a real statement of this property, as the design team will tell you. The engineering that's going to go behind it, to incorporate the new windows and obviously the flow of that staircase, not to take too much of the landing. That's a bit of engineering, a bit of a workshop that we'll do later on. But the intention here is to really open this space up and have that sort of inside greenery and a huge family living area on the top. That's what we're going to do here. So there was a decision that was made on actually buying the additional built-up area, which would notably be the outside space here. But now the prices are 9,000, 8,000 dirham per square foot. We didn't think that was going to be worth our investment. So actually what we're going to do instead, to make sure that we get a lot of light and space here, is to drop the floor down to this level. As you can see, all of this floor is going to come out. That's going to be able to create us these huge glass windows and be able to really maximize the light and space that comes into this particular area. So finally, what we would notably call the piece de la resistance, which is the garden. And on Palm Jumeirah, it is a bit of a competition, I suppose, to see who can come up with the very best gardens, because the buyers naturally are going to want to really maximize that beautiful view. F-front, just the further you go up F-front, actually the water moves really well. It's a lot wider, so it's really important that we can capture that view. What we've come up with, or the design team have come up with, is a 25-meter pool, which at one end has the children's area, which is a little bit shallower, with lots of sunbeds. Towards the middle here, there's talk of an enormous TV that's going to come out of the side of the pool. And over to this side, we've got a jacuzzi area, we've got the swim-up bar, and this space where these beautiful plants are at the moment will be probably the main gathering area of the family as they come out of this side with the kitchen area, dining area here. And this is going to be a fantastic space to entertain. If you imagine that we're going to have the sort of a swim-up bar, you've got your jacuzzi area here, and all of this is going to be an elevated deck, which is going to have the barbecue and outside kitchen and plenty of space to al fresco dine, as Kyle will say. So look, we're really looking forward to this. You know, for us on this particular project, it was the first one on the Palm. We're really excited. As you can see, we've worked through this very, very quickly. And in the next few weeks, you'll start seeing the major demolition taking place, and we'll actually be able to share with you the initial renders that of obviously how it's going to look. So stay tuned, watch, and yeah, thank you very much. We'll see you soon.